Chapter 14, Breaking and Entering. We doing this today? I mean, I guess Cadence did say tomorrow, so it's tomorrow.
Time to get up, Cadence. Breakfast ended a while ago.
I slept forever. What time is it?
Past noon. Come on, let's get some food.
Let me shower first. As I prepare for the day, I think back on everything that happened last night. Tonight is the night Poptart and I will enter Mr. Wiley's cottage. But something is bothering me. How can we ensure that he won't be there? Can we rescue Garth this time, please? I might have to count on my other friends to help me. They said they would be there for me if I needed them, right? I mean, they all agreed to this plan, so I would think they'd back you up, right? Susie, I have a favor to ask of everyone. Can you grab Tom, Peter, and any other section leaders you can find? Get some food and meet me at one of the tables outside.
I got you! Ooh, I can tell this is important business. I'll do my best.
She's off like a shot. I head to the supplemental room. Alex answers the door.
Sup?
Cadence! Hey, Alex. Is Pop-Tart around? His good mood vanishes. Pop-Tart, Pop-Tart. It's always Pop-Tart. He disappears back into his room, and a moment later, Pop-Tart comes to the door.
Cadence! Good morning! Well, I guess it's good afternoon now.
Yeah, I only just woke up myself.
So what's up?
There's some business I want to discuss. Mind joining me and my friends for lunch?
Does it have to do with...
It does. I was thinking we're going to need a distraction if we want to do it tonight. What do you think?
It's a good idea, but I don't want to put them in the way of Mr. Wiley's wrath. What if he finds out and gets really angry? He's so unpredictable these days.
We'll play it safe. Besides, they offered their help, and I don't see how else we're going to get him away from his cottage.
Okay, let's go then.
Yeah, it's very dangerous because he's extremely on guard because he knows that something's up and his keys have gone missing, so he's probably noticed that by now as well. It's gonna be dicey. After grabbing some soppy old tacos in the cafeteria, delicious, we step outside to find our friends have already gathered. Susie, Tom, Peter, Felicity, Samuel, and Olive are here. They left 2 open chairs for Pop-Tart and myself. We sit down. Thank you all for coming. There's something important I wanted to discuss with you.
We know! I told them.
You're killing me.
So get to the point already!
I roll my eyes good-humoredly. I'm glad Susie and Tom are here to keep things light. Pop-Tart and I will be venturing into Mr. Wiley's cottage tonight, but we're going to need all of you to perform some kind of distraction to get him away from there and keep him away. Can you do it?
Done. And I've got a great idea. Uh-oh, I can already guess what you're going to say. My viral video idea! I saw this thing on the internet where people rode bikes and played instruments at the same time. We should do that! There are bikes in the rec hall.
Ridiculous.
That sounds stupid.
Stupid enough to work. Think about it, Felicity. We pull off this stupid stunt and you run off to Mr. Wiley to tell on us. Nothing would bring him sprinting out of his cottage faster. Then, when he tries to apprehend us, we ride away on the bikes and make him chase us far, far away from the cottage.
I like it. Mr. Wiley should expect this kind of thing, holding a bunch of bored high schoolers hostage here. It's about time we did something crazy.
Nah.
I can't condone it. I'm not going to endanger the safety of instruments.
Oof, that hurts my heart.
We'll use school instruments. And I want to use a bike with training wheels just to be safe.
Still. You can sit this one out, Samuel. In fact, go along with Felicity to report us. I'm sure Mr. Wiley would believe it coming from the 2 of you.
True. I'm more worried about you guys getting in big trouble. Mr. Wiley could blow a gasket and kick you out of the band. Oh, did she not say gasket? What did she say? A casket. Cadence. My mind auto-filled in the word. Mr. Wiley could blow a casket and kick you out of the band. Don't you mean blow a gasket?
I think what Cadence meant to say is he'll be putting us all in caskets if he catches us. But we won't let him catch us.
I figured somebody was going to make that connection. Thanks, Tom.
Sam, Felicity, when you tell him what's up, don't mention any names. You saw it happening from a distance and it was too dark to make out who it was.
The giant sousaphone I'm carrying might give it away.
Oh, come on!
We'll speed off before he gets too close. Come on, this'll work. Unless you guys have any other ideas.
Nobody says anything for a long moment.
Tell him the drummers are setting off fireworks at the lake again and it looks bad?
No, he never bothered to show up and supervise them the first time.
Instrument endangerment is probably the best course of action, to be honest.
I'll leave it up to you guys.
Okay, good luck to you two as well. Hopefully you can find something you can use against Mr. Wiley.
If all else fails, steal a pair of his underwear and we'll use that.
He's not a teenager, Felicity. I doubt he'd be embarrassed over a piece of stolen underwear.
Oh, honey.
You have no creativity, Peter. After that, we change the subject to more lighthearted topics. We discuss our class schedules from the upcoming school year. Teachers we love, teachers we hate. Ugh, it reminds me that we only have 1 week of summer left. We should be back home living it up, not stuck here. Hopefully we won't have to be for much longer. Susie and I rest in our rooms waiting for the sun to go down.
I thought we weren't putting the plan to action until it's dark.
I go to answer the door. My breath catches in my throat when I see who it is, Mr. Wiley. Cadence. Just the girl I wanted to speak with. I swallow and try to keep calm. What's up, Mr. Wiley? My keys are missing. I stare at Mr. Wiley, frozen at his accusation. Luckily, I have a spare key for my cottage, but not for the lift. I'll need to find them if I want to operate it for this week's rehearsals. I think Bandit took them. Where did you say her stash was? Oh, in the dumpster.
Thanks, kiddo.
Not an accusation! Thank God.
Oh no! That was too scary. Where do you think he'll look once he realizes the keys aren't there?
I don't know. But Poptart and I should probably leave them in his cottage somewhere after tonight so that he thinks they fell out of his pocket. I don't want him more suspicious than he already is. I mean, if you guys find something in his cottage and use it as blackmail, he'll probably draw the conclusion that you broke into his cottage. But, I mean, it's still a good idea to not have the keys on you, so Once it's nighttime, Susie and I warily leave our room behind and go to join the others at the designated meeting place, the parking lot.
Eugene!
Oh, Eugene's here! Hooray!
You made it! And you brought your instrument. Good job!
Hey.
Hey, Cadence!
Who invited Shrimp Boat? No one. He wanted to know where I was going and I couldn't shake him off.
It's all good.
It's fine. He can film the viral video for us. But you have to be ready to run when Mr. Wiley finds us, okay?
What do you mean, when?
We'd better get going.
Right. Samuel, Felicity?
We're coming.
Let's do this thing! Good luck, everyone!
Wait!
Where are you all going? What's happening? Nobody explain.
Poor Alex. He has no idea what he got himself involved in.
Not my problem.
That's what you get for sticking your nose where it doesn't belong.
Exactly, Sammy. She pats his shoulder as we make our way through the woods, struggling to see the path in the dimness. With each step, I can feel my heart pounding a little bit faster. I look to Poptart, and he seems calm, steeling himself for what's to come. I draw strength from his steady expression and face the path once more. Eventually, we come upon Mr. Wiley's cottage. I see a light on in his office. He's there.
We'll hide here.
Poptart crouches behind some thick undergrowth, and I follow with a parting nod. All right, good luck, everybody. I hope that this works out. Good luck, you two. I don't need luck. I'm a born actress.
I'll take all the luck I can get in this situation.
Poptart and I peer through the greenery. I can feel myself going pale as Samuel and Felicity approach Mr. Wiley's front door. Felicity struts forward and knocks on the door with confidence. I can see her smirk from here. What is she doing? Is that really the right attitude to take with this situation? I hold my breath as the door creaks open. As soon as it does, Felicity's smirk disappears and is replaced by a look of horror. Mr. Wiley! Thank God! You've got to come quick! A bunch of students are playing their instruments while riding bikes! Mr. Wiley's jaw drops and his face turns a ripe shade of purple. He begins spluttering uncontrollably.
What?
Who? I don't know! She looks to Samuel and he shakes his head.
We saw them from a distance. I just hope they don't damage the instruments.
Where are they? Take me there right now! Hurry! Come quickly! The three of them rush off, but not before Mr. Wiley pauses to lock his door. Good precaution. We wait until they're out of sight and their footsteps have faded into the night. Until all we hear is the sound of crickets and the leaves rustling in the trees above our heads. Alright, so you're going to have to leave the keys outside, because you have to lock the door again once you leave. Because otherwise he's like, I definitely locked this door. Ready, Agent Panda?
Ready.
Poptart flips through the keys on the ring.
Which one do you think it is?
Try this one. He tries to insert the key into the lock, but it doesn't fit.
I wonder what each of these leads to.
One's for the lift, one's for the cottage, one's for the basement dungeon. I know one of them is to operate the lift. Another one might be the front gate.
I thought the front gate was electric. Isn't it controlled with a code?
Either way, that's not our target. Mr. Wiley is. Click!
Got it!
The door swings open, creaking ominously. Great job, Poptart!
Let's go.
This place is always so creepy. We step inside the house. The lights are off. Kinda. I reach to turn them on, but Poptart stops me.
No. We need to be covert in case he comes back. If he sees a light on, he'll know we were here.
Good thinking. Good thinking. Oh, I love it.
Where should we look first?
I'm going to look in his office.
I'll do a sweep of the house and join you shortly.
I mean, yeah. You're gonna leave me alone? You'd have a limited amount of time, so just, yes. Good idea. We should split up to cover more ground.
Back in a flash.
Alright. Nurse Tempo, where are you? Poptart heads up the stairs while I step into Mr. Wiley's office. Dark and empty, it feels more ominous than ever. I shouldn't be here, I think, as I creep into the room and scan my surroundings. There are a number of instruments stacked quietly on a table in need of repair. An empty tuba case sits in the middle of the room, yawning open. It looks like a tornado hit this place. Mr. Wiley's desk is as scattered as his thought process. I sort through the papers. Most of it is sheet music. Useless. A glow emanating from the center of the room catches my eye. Mr. Wiley's laptop. I feel myself drawn to it. This is where I will find the information I need. We tried doing this in Garth's route, but we got stopped. I click the mouse. My heart immediately falls as a login screen comes up. His computer is locked and I have no idea what the password could be.
Back!
Pop-Tart, you scared me! Did you find anything?
Sorry.
No, I didn't. I heard something thumping around in the basement, though. It freaked me out. I almost thought Mr. Wiley had returned.
Go back to the basement and save my boy! My poor Garth is stuck there and he's like, get me out of here! I'm sure it's just Bandits, up to mischief as always. Oh, Garth, I'm so sorry. Pop-Tart comes to stand next to me, looking at the computer screen curiously.
What have you got there?
I wanted to search his computer, but it's locked. Pop-Tart pulls the laptop towards him and begins typing in random guesses at the password. The lock screen doesn't budge. I mean, he did break into Alex's.
How old is Mr. Wiley?
33, I think.
I see.
His fingers fly across the keyboard, but to no avail. Forget it. It's impossible to guess someone's password. Let's try somewhere else.
Got it!
What the? How did you...
Mr. Wiley is very nostalgic for his alma mater. I just kept typing variations of Bandits plus dates that might be important to him.
What was it?
Bandits 2004. That's the year he graduated high school.
Ah. Wow, Pop-Tart, you're really amazing.
It wasn't that hard to figure it out. Why don't you check his computer? I'll keep looking in the drawers.
On it. I immediately open up his email. His inbox is loaded with spam, but it looks like he hasn't received anything since we lost service at the end of the first week. I check the sent messages. The last thing that Mr. Wiley sent was... Oh. It's a message to all of our parents. I can see my mother's email address in the list of recipients. The email mentions how we won't be coming home for the weekend due to the buses being broken down, and it may be difficult to get into contact with your children because there is ongoing construction on the radio tower. Construction? What a blatant lie! I haven't seen a single construction worker here. Lastly, he declares that band camp has been extended. However, there is no need to worry. Band camp is going great. What a load of crap. When did he send this anyway? Friday, August 14th. The end of the first week of band camp. But that doesn't make sense. If he really sent out this email on this day, then... that means he was planning to extend band camp all along. Pop-Tart, is there a printer in here?
Yeah, there's one on the floor under his desk. Why?
I found an interesting email. I'm going to print it. I hit print, then return to the inbox. I imagine the parents were angry or upset, but there are no emails from them saying so due to the lack of internet. I scroll through the spam, then another email catches my eye. There's an email from Winona Kraft here! Miss Kraft?
Who?
The director from my freshman year of marching band. She was the elementary school band director as well. She left us for our rival school in Virginia, though.
Oh, cool.
Pop-Tart, distracted, has his head stuck deep into a drawer. I can tell he doesn't think this email is of importance. I open it up anyways, curious to hear what Miss Kraft has to say to Mr. Wiley. It was sent a week before band camp started. Perhaps she has some advice for him? I'm surprised she even cared enough to send our new band director an email in the first place.
Dear Victor, congratulations on finally landing your dream job as band director of your alma mater. I think you will soon realize that the career you've been lusting after since college is more of a nightmare than a dream come true. Still, I wish the best of luck to you. I hope our old band can find success with you at its head, though not enough success to place above the troopers in finals this year. I heard what happened with Robert, and hope that his actions won't reflect poorly on the music program at Blue Mountain. It already receives so little respect from the superintendent and school board. You're facing an uphill battle with that lot, but you're bursting with a drive and determination that I dare say is even fiercer than my own. Give them hell for me. Lastly, I know the band is low on funds, so I propose a light-hearted bet. If your band impresses me at their first public performance, after band camp is over, then I will make a considerable donation to the band boosters. I promise you it will be nothing to sneeze at. My ex-husband would be absolutely thrilled to learn I'm donating a large portion of his money to the arts, I assure you. Ha! But that is only if you can impress me. And let's face it, I am not easily impressed. Best regards, Winnie.
Interesting. So she was going to make a donation of her ex-husband's money. Who was she married to? The plot thickens. I click print as fast as I can, then I close out of his email. A message pops up warning of low ink, but my worry is quickly forgotten as it prints the 2 emails without a problem. I pick up the papers and look over them, quivering with excitement. This is it, Poptart! This must be why Mr. Wiley is so intent on making the show the best that it can be! There is no answer. Poptart? What? What's happening? I look across the room. Poptart is stock still in one corner of the room, staring down into a rather deep drawer with impossibly wide eyes. A bead of sweat trickles down his temple. What is in the drawer? Oh, you found the gun. Can we? No. How? I was gonna say, can we take it? But that might be even more dangerous. I don't know.
There's a gun. A handgun. In this drawer.
What? Hide. In that same instant, a door slams from the other end of the house. Panic and adrenaline immediately shoot through my entire body. Poptart gazes at me in horror as fast footsteps approach, growing louder and louder.
Someone's coming.
Yes. Hide! I shove the emails into my back pocket, crumpling them. Quickly! I practically fly across the room to the large tuba case, the only place to hide in this room. I crouch inside it and Poptart follows me. This is fine. We kind of look like little gremlin people, but this is fine. We press against one another in an attempt to remain concealed, keeping the case between us and the door. I hear the intruder utter a loud curse as they come down the hall and my spirits sink. It's Mr. Wiley. He's come back. I pray that he'll go straight upstairs to his bedroom so that we can make our escape. Please? The footsteps grow louder and louder. They reach the entrance of the office. Then they stop. He's here. Mere feet away from our hiding place. What will he do if he finds us, I wonder? He'll throw you in the dungeon. My mind flashes to the gun discovered in his drawer only seconds ago. I don't even dare to breathe. My chest feels tight, like my lungs might burst at any moment. My heart pounds against my chest so loudly I fear it might give our location away. I stay as still as a statue, waiting, hoping, praying that Mr. Wiley will go on his way. He takes a step in the direction of the computer. No. He'll see that it's logged in, that the printer has been used, and it's low on ink. He'll know that someone has been in his office. Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. Just stay with me. It's gonna be okay. Suddenly, Poptart begins trembling furiously beside me. Shaky breaths rasp in his throat. It sounds as if he's fighting to get air. In such close quarters, it's louder than a bullhorn. I raise a finger to my lips and give him a look of desperation, but it's as if I'm not even there. His scarlet eyes are glazed with fear. They look straight through me, glossy and unfocused. Poptart wraps his arms around himself, gripping his arms so hard that his knuckles pale, but his shaking only doubles in ferocity. His struggle for air heightens, and Mr. Wiley is right there, standing in the silence. Without a second thought, I wrap my arms around Poptart and hug him tightly. At once, his fierce trembling subsides into a slight shivering. His breathing slows and quiets. However, his distant eyes continue to stare at nothing. I wish I could say something. I wish I could reassure him. But I must maintain the silence, and so I do the only thing I can. I hold on to him tightly like he's my last lifeline. We stay like that for what feels like a century. Finally, with a frustrated growl, Mr. Wiley leaves the room. I can hear his footsteps tromping up the steps and into his bedroom. Neither of us move. I stay like that with Pop-Tart for a long time until he stops shaking and clarity returns to his eyes. Did we live? After taking deep breaths and recovering from the ordeal, I decide it's time to go. I break the deafening silence with my whispers. We need to get out of here. Can you get up? Pop-Tart swallows hard and nods. Leave the keys here, under the case. He'll think he misplaced them. Pop-Tart does as I ask. I help Pop-Tart to his feet. Together we head for the door. It looms before us, our final obstacle. I recall how loudly it creaks and how we have no keys to lock it behind us. We'll have to go out a window. It will be less obvious. And he may not notice if we leave it unlocked. I manage to pry open a window. Pop-Tart and I quietly slip outside, then close it behind us. I don't breathe deeply until we're well away from the cottage, concealed deep within the woods. We made it. I touch the emails in my back pocket, making sure they're still there. They are, and I sigh in relief. Let's get back to the dorms. I start off down the path. It takes me a few seconds to realize that Pop-Tart is not with me. Pop-Tart! Pop-Tart? I stop and look over my shoulder. He is crouched on the path far behind me, holding his head in his hands. I approach him and kneel beside him. Then, gently, I reach out and stroke my hand down his back. Are you all right? Pop-Tart bows his head, refusing to look at me. It's okay. I'm scared too. But we'll be all right. We will. I don't know if I believe my own words, but I want to soothe him.
I wish you hadn't seen me like that.
You were just scared. He shakes his head vehemently.
It was more than that.
I know it was too, but I don't want to say so. What happened to Pop-Tart back there? It was like something was triggered within him. He was no longer in that room with me. He was far away, and he needed to be brought back. Yeah, he was back in the past. Hiding from Mom? I sit in silence with him, continuing to rub my hand up and down his back. I don't know how long we stay like that, but eventually Pop-Tart rises to his feet.
We should get back. It's not safe out here.
Oh boy, he's got the dead eyes again. Pop-Tart walks me to my room. As I go to unlock the door, he stops me.
Cadence,
Yes?
don't tell the others Mr. Wiley has a gun. It'll just scare them.
Okay.
Good night.
I'm not convinced you didn't steal the gun, Pop-Tart. I'm not convinced. He departs for his own room as I enter mine.
Cadence! Thank goodness! Mr. Wiley didn't catch you, did he?
No, I got away. Did he catch you? What happened, Susie? Did everything go okay?
He didn't catch me, but he caught Alex.
Alex, of course, the one person that got dragged into this at the end. No!
He did. He was easy prey. We should have given him a bike to ride off on, but we didn't bring one for him.
It's true that he was never incorporated into the plan until the last second. The rest of you got away at least?
Yeah, but thanks to Tom's desire to go viral...
Oh no.
Yep. Mr. Wiley got video evidence of the whole thing.
Right, because Alex filmed it.
No! He said we would face our punishment at practice tomorrow. The whole band is going to be punished for this. Did you at least get any evidence to use against him?
I did. I hand Susie the crumpled emails I printed out. Her eyes stretch in disbelief as she reads over them one after the next.
No way!
You did great!
Thanks, but I couldn't have done it without Poptart. He got us into Mr. Wiley's cottage in the first place, and he cracked the password on his computer.
That boy is talented. Do you know what this means? We have plenty of ammo to use against Mr. Wiley.
Unfortunately, Mr. Wiley has actual ammo. I grit my teeth at the use of the word ammo, yeah, because I'm like, ugh. But Susie doesn't know about his concealed carry, and hopefully she won't ever have to find out. I feel like everyone will find out when Poptart pulls it out and shoots Wiley instead.
He's not taking his anxiety medication, he's lying to our parents, and he's making shady bets behind the school's back. If we come at him with this, he'll have to let us go for sure.
Let's wait on that for now and show the others what we found.
Right, of course. We'll have to find time between practices tomorrow. Unless Mr. Wiley winds up kicking us out of the band.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but it would be one way to solve our problems, I suppose.
We'd better get to bed now. Tomorrow's gonna be a tough one.
We share a long, tired look. I know we can handle it, though.
That's right. We're tough.
She smiles.
Good night.
Good night, Susie. I collapse into bed without even bothering to change. It doesn't take long for me to fall asleep, but when I do, there are no peaceful dreams waiting for me. Only nightmares. Oh, God. Well, I hope this isn't like you're jinxing yourself and making this a reality.
What do you think you're doing in here?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wiley. Please put down the gun. I close my eyes and scream.
It's okay.
Pop-Tart? Oh, God. This is the most terrible nightmare ever. He stands before me. Then I see the dark splotch of blood that stains his shirt. No! Pop-Tart!
I told you I would protect you.
I snap awake with a gasp. The nightmare lingers at the edges of my mind. I shake my head vigorously, trying to clear it. What's that? I sit up and look across the room to Susie, but she's soundly asleep. Someone is outside of our door. Should I? I don't know. Is it Wiley? Or is it Poptart? Poptart left with kind of a not good look on his face. And we did tell him he can't come back into our room without permission, so it's either Wiley or Poptart. I'm gonna go investigate just in case it's my boy. I step cautiously out of bed and cross the room to the door. As quietly as I can, I unlock it, open it a crack, and peer through. I can see no one. However, the footsteps have stopped. Who's there? We're just asking to be shot. My voice hangs heavy in the silence.
Cadence?
Oh my God. Poptart, what has happened to your eyes? This boy is just deteriorating before my face. Poptart? What are you doing here so late at night? I'm glad I went to investigate. He gazes at me for a long moment. I notice there are prominent dark circles under his eyes. When he speaks, his voice is so quiet and ragged with fatigue that I can barely hear him.
I told you I would protect you.
What did you do? I flinch as he speaks the same words from my nightmare. I wind up snapping at him with a little more vigor than I intended. I don't need you to protect me! I need you to take care of yourself. Go to bed, Poptart.
But Mr. Wiley, he brought a gun to band camp. What if he...
He's not going to hurt me. I'm sure he brought it along merely for defensive purposes. Lots of people carry guns. Come on. I extend my hand to him. He stares at it blankly. When he doesn't take it, I have no choice but to grab his wrist and begin dragging him back to his room. You need your sleep. Let's go.
But...
Really, Poptart. Even if Mr. Wiley did show up with his gun, how are you going to protect me? You don't even have a weapon. Poptart can't argue with that. He doesn't bother to protest as I return him to his room. We keep quiet so as to not disturb his many roommates. I stand in the doorway rigidly, refusing to leave until Poptart promises that he'll stay here and get some sleep. Has he just been, patrolling around your cottage like, I will protect her. She will not be shot on my watch.
Fine. I'll go to sleep. But you have to do the same.
I was sleeping until you woke me up. Okay, that's not entirely true, but I'm grumpy and determined for him to get some rest.
I'm sorry for that. Good night, Cadence.
He goes to his bed. I notice his twin has been placed under the covers as a substitute for him, I guess to fool his roommates in case any of them woke up. It's tough not to crack a smile as he removes it from his bed and puts it out of the way. I ignore the humor of the situation and glare firmly at Poptart. Get some sleep now. I'll see you in a few hours for practice. As I'm heading for the door, someone sits up abruptly in their bed. Ah! Shoot! Sorry for waking you, Alex. Alex says nothing. He stares at me through half-closed eyes, stuck in a zombie-like trance. Go back to bed, Alex.
Major... Cadence? Am I... dreaming? I thought Dr. Panther kidnapped you.
Might as well have some fun while I'm here. Cadence, please. I straighten up and strike a salute. You are dreaming, Agent Albatross. But I promise you that we will one day meet again in the waking world when evil has been defeated. But for now, you must rest up so that you may come rescue me from the evil Dr. Panther.
I will. I promise.
Alex flops back into bed, snoring loudly. I hear a chuckle and look back to see Poptart watching me from across the dark room, his eyes shining with amusement. I salute Poptart as well, then go on my way. As you were. No nightmares come to me after that.